Hello everyone. I'm going to make elephants today. I'm going to make the same set of elephants I made last week, but this time I'm going to make them in green. I also have a new tool to show you today, so stay with me. We'll make some elephants. Hello everyone, this is Billy. Welcome to Billy Holman Creations. Now, making our elephants today, we have a helpful product that I'm very excited about. Istoyo had sent me their cordless resin mixer. This is the Ultra. This has a stand to it, and apparently you can just turn it on and walk away for 4 minutes while it mixes your resin. Now, I went ahead and charged it today, so the original packaging isn't all here because I got into it, so we could be ready to go. So let me show you what we have. There's our instructions. Now, I'm going to have to read those because I am clueless as to how this machine actually works. So here's our power cord for charging. This is the handle itself. It's a nice size if you don't need to use a stand and you just want to hold it yourself. It's brilliant. Okay, I should wrap that with saran wrap so I don't get it all goopy. Anyway, I was surprised. There's 4 mixers in here, 4 of them, 2 large and 2 small. And I'm thinking I'll start probably with the small paddle, and I'm going to mix 8 ounces at a time. The elephants take just over 6 ounces, but if I do 8 at a time using this mixer, I'll just use the excess and pour into another mold I've set aside. Pardon the cat that's crying. That's Thomas, and he wants outside, but it's nighttime. They know the rules. All right, we have a silicone pad here, which sits on the stand. What's on there? Did I already get something on it? Probably. That sits on the stand, and here's the stand itself. And it looks to me like it is adjustable, and I shouldn't have this on a black mat because you won't ever be able to see it. Yes, it is adjustable. Look at that. So depending on the depth of your container and what size blending tool you use, you can adjust it. So I did see a screw and an Allen wrench, so we're going to put the holder into the stand. If I can be coordinated, there's a little notch there. Be sure to get it in the notch. Okay, and there is a screw, fits in there, and a Allen wrench, and we will just tighten that up. Oh, this is going to be so nice. Thank you again, Istoyo, for sending me this. I'm very excited about it, and I appreciate it so much. Okay, I don't want to overdo that. I have something there. I'm going to get a little alcohol on a tissue. I don't know what that is, but I should try to keep this as nice as I can, and maybe wrap that with some, what did I say? Not cellophane, but, gosh, I'm going to wrap it and try to keep it nice. But, you know, normally I do wear my gloves. So, let's try this. Let's snap in. See how that works. Just stick it in and snap, just like that. All right, now I might be a little close to you. Let me move the box. I can raise this for you, but apparently that snaps. Well, I'll just set it in there, just like that. Cool. Now I better get the instructions and see how these 3 different buttons work. But I'm going to grab a, gosh, I haven't used these in a long time, I think. Okay, that's ounces, so there's 8 ounces there, which means that is not touching the bottom, but close to the bottom. Let me get some resin put together, and we'll let this bugger blend and mix our resin for us. I'll be right back. Okay, I have my resin. I have my Let's Resin, my 1-to-1 standard resin, which I use on most everything. And actually, when I poured this in the elephants I did a while ago, or last week, I was afraid of pouring too deep, but this resin worked perfectly fine. I did not have a flash cure. So let me get my mask on. I've got my part B and my part A. I'm going to put those together, and looking at the instructions, it says to turn it on, you just press the power button and hold it for 2 seconds, and then you can short press it, and the lights on the machine, there's 3 lights. You can either go, you know, different speeds, 1, 2, or 3. And then I noticed here you can actually reverse your speed on here, but I don't think I'm going to reverse the speed. I know with resin we're just going to go one way, and that helps eliminate a lot of bubbles. So yeah, let me put my mask on. I have my glasses, my gloves. I'm going to put my mask on, pour these together, turn on the machine, and let's see. I'll let it go for a while, and I won't let you wait, but when it shuts off, I'll get back with you, because let's see, clean with a baby wipe or disinfecting wipe, and then wash the paddle in warm water with mild soap. Your tool requires no additional maintenance. Always store your tool in a cool, dry place. And I can register it with a free 2-year warranty. Well, that's good. And they're on, oh my goodness, they're on TikTok, Pinterest, oh, YouTube, what's this other one? Instagram. Boy, it sounds easy enough, doesn't it? All right, I'm getting my mask on. Let's go. I'm excited. And of course, here's my mask. I wear this mask faithfully when I mix resin. And I have it listed in my Amazon storefront too, if you're interested in a great, well, ventilator or mask. There we go. Let me loosen my mask. I'm going to tell you, look, you can't even hear it. I have my air purifier on too, but I cannot, there's just this little tiny sound. And right now it looks like it's on the 2nd speed mode. Let's knock it up to 3. Still can't hear it. I can shut this off for a minute. See if you hear it. That's quiet. That's great. That's really quiet. Okay, put my mask back up, and here we're going to wait a minute. You know, I'm going to interrupt you here because I just flipped to another page. It must have stuck together. It does go for 4 minutes at a time. You hit the AI button, and it will automatically stir for 4 minutes and will stop automatically. But what I noticed is it changes directions. Let's see if it changes, or if you can see that. I don't know how often it will do that. There you go. Did you see that? It just changed and went the other way. And you know what? With this machine and my Let's Resin, I can barely see any bubbles floating around. So it's not like it's just whipping bubbles into it. It's doing a really good job. And of course, when it stops, I'll take and go around the rim with the spatula and hit the bottom. You have to make sure to get that done too. So it should almost be finished. I'll pause you again until it stops. Wow, 4 minutes. Pretty awesome. Whoops, let me shut this off. My alarm. That is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna slip this out. I'm gonna just let it drip off a little bit. And I'm gonna just put a cup here so it can drip into a cup. I don't want to get my that's the other one I use for my other blender. Let's just stick this in here so we can. That was pretty amazing. Now let me get my spatula, and I'm gonna just get around my sides. So just grab a stick. My bottom. Oh, that's great. That is really great. Wow. Gosh, you could have been doing anything in 4 minutes. I was watching. So, 3 speeds, hit the I button, and it will go for 4 minutes all by itself. That's amazing. Okay. I'm going to squirt a little alcohol on my spatula and in my container. I want this black, so let me just get my little standard stick. I'm going to get my Bombay Black India ink. This is what I have to use for black, and it works just fine. One good squirt, maybe one and a partial. I don't even have to put this in the debubbler at all. Oh, look how black that is. That's perfect. Let me mix it in real good though before I say that's perfect. But I'm just so excited about this mixer. Look at that. That's black. Okay, let me tell you about our molds. The same molds that I got from Amazon. I wanted to do green, but I did not have enough of the Temu chameleon patterns to do with the green. So these are just Temu mica colors with a little shine to them, and 3 different shades of green, and we'll see. I tried my darndest. It didn't stick the best, but I worked on it and got my micas in there really well, as the best I could. So let me just pour one, and I'll make up 2 more batches using my handy dandy new mixer. And I think I'm going to pour a little bit and then do a little squiggly wiggly in here. And I will get these full, and they shall be ready tomorrow. We can demold, and I will see you then. And thank you, Istoyo. They will be sending me a link with a discount code, and I'll put that in the video down below with all the other descriptions. I've got subscription on my mind, description on my mind. Hit that like button, you know. Anyway, we'll see you in the morning. So good night, everyone. Until then, bye. Hello, everyone. I'm back with our little elephants. Now, I'll tell you, using these mica powders from Temu, I barely had enough to finish the elephants. And I saved a little bit here in the containers in case I needed to do a little patch job or anything like that. So let's start. I'm not sure which one this is, but I was hoping to go chameleon powders, but I didn't have the greens to do so, so we'll just see how these turned out with shiny mica powders, because they have quite a bit of glitter in them. I hope I pinched and squeezed and squiggled and got every bit of them. So let's go for it. Okay, I see a trunk, and we have all of the trunk from what I see. Tip him over. Ooh, these are so cute. I was thinking I should have done a rainbow set, but we'll see if I have time. Okay, there's his little bottom. I've got all of the tail. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Little black came out here. Pardon you. Little black came out here. So I missed a little bit of the micas. But that's a really pretty. Oh no. He's got a black spot. So good thing I saved some glitter. So I'm just going to add that to a bit of my polyurethane and put it on that spot. And other than that, he looks really, really good. Yeah. This is the Speak No Evil. No, excuse me, Hear No Evil. The ears are down. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's the mold, but there's something about this that gives them a color. Even looking at the last ones, they're in the other room, but it just really makes these colors look great. So let's see. This is a different green. This is more of an aqua green. And I hope I was able to dust all of him properly. Get that in there. Squiggy. Get down to the ears. Come on. All right. Oh, we have all of his trunk. Good sign. Oops. Get my fingers under there. And here we go. Oh my goodness. Look at you. See no evil. Now, being from the same group of powders, this one doesn't seem to have the shimmer that one does, but I sure do like them. Green is one of my favorite colors, and I don't think we missed any spots. Maybe right there on this one. Oh, they're so cute. They will go together anyway. Last one. So this must be Speak No Evil. Blending this resin was very nice with the Istoyo mixer. So Istoyo, thank you very much for allowing me to get that mixer and share it with everyone. I appreciate it very much. Okay. That's a brighter green. You know what, I just realized there is a difference maybe, because I'll list the molds. I've got these from Amazon, and I believe two came together, and or did I buy them 3 separate? I bought them separate, but I think one was from a different company. That might be the difference there. But gosh, it doesn't matter, does it? They all go together. Let me get you. With a little pull over the ears. Where's your cute little face? I have the tail on this one. I thought it was the mold when I had a hole in the last one, but the molds are fine. There we go. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Oh, now that's a pretty green. They're lovely. Okay, I'm going to take a little time, trim down my bottom so that's not so sharp. With the other ones, I painted a bit of the bottom rim too. I probably won't have to because I don't have enough glitter, but I'll clean the bottoms. I'll try to touch up this little spot on this one, and then we'll do the eyes. And you know, in the other video with these elephants, I did not paint the toenails. A lot of you suggested I didn't, and I love it just as much. They were absolutely right that it would take more away from these little ones than, you know, if you had the toenails painted. But I'll clean these up and I'll be back with you and we'll finish them off, meaning the eyes. Have to do those eyes. I'll see you in a little while. Thanks. Okay, everyone. I was able to clean up our little elephant bottoms, and I took my polyurethane to them and painted on these two the bottom edges. If you can see that. Painted the bottom edges because I don't like that raw, because once you clean that off it gets gray, you lose your shine. So I went ahead and polyurethaned both bottoms there, and they're ready to go. I even did their eyes. So let's take the last little one and I'll show you how to do the eyes, and then we're going to finish fixing this black spot. And I also found when I turned it over, I had a big bubble hole here. So I'm going to fill that a little bit. And I took a file to it so it's smooth to the touch. When the elephant sits, you cannot see that hole. So that was a plus. But let's do the eyes. The first thing I like to do with the eyes is get some white paint. And I'm going to use the finest little pointy tool I have. A toothpick will work just as well, but with just a little bit of white paint, I'm going to color in the sides of the eyes with a little bit of white. And all that needs is, if you follow the curve of your mold or the whatever animal you're doing, if you can, just make little white triangles on the side, just like that. I don't know if you can see how I've done that. Just a little triangle right on the sides, both sides of the eye. Put a little bit more here. Okay, I've got a light here. Let me shine it a little more over this way. That won't take but a minute to dry. And I'll do that on this side too. It'll look messy, but that's fine because we'll cover that. Not all of it, but we'll cover most of the white that shows. But I do like to make my eyes look rather alive. So I'll just do that while that's drying. I can take my brown Sharpie marker, the extra fine, and sometimes you have to really press these to get them started, to get the ink out. And I am just going to color in a big brown circle. I'm going to go with the contour of the eye, and I can bring it back over that white a little bit. So not much white shows, just a little. I probably should have waited till that dried a little better, but in these molds you can see the circle of the eye. It's pretty good. There. So you just have that little tiny corner of white showing. Let's do the same thing over here. Just start in the middle and just swirl it around to the top. Because they have big, beautiful brown eyes. I might not be able to get too close to that white. So didn't wait. But there we go. We're going to cover just the majority of the white to give it that little bit in the corner and the outside edge too. So follow your mold. Just like that. Easy peasy. All right. Now, just to finish it off, I use the markers because they're permanent, and I'm not real good with tiny brushes. So, first of all, I'm just going to follow the rim of his eye and color that in black. I don't want to even attempt eyelashes because they do have the most beautiful long eyelashes. I'm just going to go around the top, and see, I took a little more of that white off, which is fine. Then I'm just going to put a black pupil, or I get the two confused, iris and pupil, which is which, but anyway, I'm just going to color that enough to tone down the white. Get up there, eyelid, and do, I think that's the pupil, right? Pretty sure of it is. There. Now, for the last little touch-up, we're going to go back to our white, and I'm going to take the tiniest little speck of white and put the dot of life. Now I usually put it up and to either side. What you do to the right eye, you'll do to the left eye in the same position, the best you can. So it looks like they're, whatever direction they're looking, both eyes are, what's the word, copacetic? There we go. And I'm just going to do one little eye, one little dot of white right there. Try to remember where that is. I'll go to this eye, it's towards the top, and well, that's bigger, so I better make this one bigger, and I didn't get it exactly where I wanted it, but it's kind of looking that way. Actually, it's not. Let me get this one a little bigger. You don't want to go too big because the other ones aren't too big. And there's your eyes. There are your eyes. So the last thing I want to do is just get a little mixing cup. This is my polyurethane, and it's not the resin, it's the wood polyurethane for protecting wood. And I just put this in a squeeze bottle, and I have way too much, maybe. I keep forgetting you squeeze the lid. You don't find the lid and put it on. Squeeze it shut. All right, now this is the one that's left, so I'm glad I saved a little bit of this mica. Probably just enough and then some. So I'm just going to put a little bit here. It's quite a bit, but I want it dark. Polyurethane's going to dry clear, but your mica will remain on it, and it'll be permanent. Okay, so I'm hoping, because the gloss of the elephant itself may not be as glossy as this polyurethane, but we'll just try to blend it in the best best I can to cover up this black. So there we go. I'll fill that in. There's a little bubble hole there too. And once it dries, I'll be able to see if I need to add a little more. But for the time being, we really want to camouflage that out. I'm just using my mica brush. Get that on there. If I come back a second time, I can put some more in that hole, and that'll help fill it. Okay. Well, there was another bit of black, I thought, besides the ear. Am I missing it? Was it his foot? Oh, just a little bit right here on his foot. That's not a big deal, but let's just get a little cover anyway. Got a little too much. And yeah, it was just that big old blotch. All right, let's get to the ear now that I can turn it over. I'm just gonna, oh, there's a little bit right there. Get that in the holes. Oh, what's this? This is a gold. Somehow I got gold. Maybe it was gold from some, I don't know. This is the only time I've used the second time I've used these molds. But anyway, let's get rid of that. I don't know why that showed up. But I'm going to fill the hole, but let's go ahead and just go around the sides just like that. I didn't carve my name in the bottom of these. Usually I've been trying to remember to put my name in them, but I need to get a hold of Wendy from Toonpish or look at her videos, because I know she had someone make her just very small logos on a disc that she just inserted at the bottom of her resin pieces, which I thought was really nice. I don't have a real logo made yet. Need to get on that because I'm out of business cards. This weekend, I don't know if I was accepted in an art show or not. They've not got back to me. I filled up my paperwork, did my jury fee, and I have no idea. Today is Wednesday. This show is supposed to be Saturday. Whoops. So I don't know. I'd like to know ahead so I could, you know, finish up getting ready. But if not, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know how the weather's going to be, and apparently the booths they had left were outside, so not real worried about it. Actually hoping I wasn't accepted. We're in the 50s. It's been sunny and overcast, but it is cold. Our winds have been 30-something miles an hour, and it just goes right through you to the bone. So that leads me to tell you what I did. You know, normally I go out to the shop when I trim bottom edges, or, you know, the sharp edges of a pour. I usually go out and use my Dremel tool with a little sanding bit. But these had been sitting in the mold a couple of days. I didn't get to them yesterday. And I thought, well, I'll just take my knife blade and go across that, which, you know, you do a lot of times anyway. Well, they were pretty hard. So here's something for you. If you have one of these candle warmers or cup warmers or whatever they are, I just turned that on, sat each elephant on it for not even 5 minutes. It softened up that ridge on the bottom, and I could just cut it right off. Worked out great. So there's a little tidbit if you have one of those, and because I haven't used that forever, so it was just hanging around. I thought, oh, let's try that. Little warming plate. It gets pretty warm, though. I don't think you'd want to set a small mold on there to cure, but heck, maybe I'll try it one day and see what happens. Okay, there. I just filled the hole. And look, there's that black. Look at that, worked really well, except that hole is pretty obvious. So let's just put a little more of that in there. Cover more of that black. I think it'll blend in okay. So I'll keep an eye on that. I'm going to keep an eye on this hole. I'll go back over it a couple of times. And these little babies are ready to go. So remember your eyes. They're not hard at all. I'm not going to put nail polish on their toes. And I'll see you. And I'll have pictures of these. And I want to thank you, my subscribers. And I really never mention it, but I do have a membership going on. If you'd like to join my membership, that would be awesome. It's just a few bucks a month to help support me. And I couldn't list everything I want to do with the memberships because YouTube watches what you say. So the whole description is not in there, but I would like to have some monthly giveaways, special occasions for my members. And if that doesn't work out, I'll just stop the membership and we'll just go without it. So I just thought I'd throw it out there. I appreciate you all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your comments. And I'm always wishing you to have the best of the day. Take good care. And I'm sending hugs. Bye.